Thank you. Next, I'd like to call on Neil Davidowitz, followed by Richard Plateau.
Time starts now.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Chairman Carnegie and Borelli. I appreciate the opportunity to talk before you. My name is Neil Davidowitz, and I'm president of Orchard, New York, a management firm that currently manages 170 residential buildings encompassing 17,000 apartments, the majority being New York City co-ops and condominiums. The buildings are located in all 5 boroughs. I also serve on the board of several co-op buildings. I'm speaking today to voice strenuous opposition to 1146B. I come to you on behalf of a multitude of my clients who have asked me to share their concern, actually their distress, over this proposed bill. I represent many middle-class New Yorkers who understand the astronomical implications of 1146. New Yorkers who are concerned that this bill, coupled with the dire economic situation in this city, will force the possible sale of their homes or the relocation of them outside of this city. The bill would require major structural and non-structural changes to both building infrastructure and to individual apartments. My clients will have to bear both of those costs. They will be required to pay their pro rata share of huge assessments to effectuate the building component of construction, and they'll have to bear 100% of the cost of the work in their apartments. That is beyond onerous. The fundamental question is this necessary to protect New Yorkers in apartment buildings, and are there alternatives to this proposal? I respectfully say it is not necessary, and there are alternatives. Although I respect the intent of the proposition, we need to look beyond it. The vast majority of my portfolio consists of fire-rated buildings. We've installed smoke and fire alarm systems, educated residents on fire prevention, and have detailed safety and evacuation protocols. In addition, we have also made or are planning infrastructure improvements to ameliorate the risk of fires. Specifically, upgrades to electrical systems, both within the buildings and apartments, have diminished the risk of fire. Legislation eliminating smoking in common areas, coupled with co-ops and condominiums that are now amending their governing documents to create completely non-smoking buildings, will also diminish the significant cause of structural fires. Let us work together to continue to make our buildings safer and reduce fatalities without adding overwhelming financial and emotional burdens on our citizens. Thank you for the opportunity to share my thoughts.
Mr. Davidowitz, thank you for your testimony. Are there recommendations that you have with that many units? Are you hearing from tenants about safety, about fire safety, and those kinds of things? And if so, what are your recommendations? That's a very large portfolio.
So,
I'm wondering.
yes, Chairman, we're hearing my suggestions, and I am hearing from my client base all the time. As has been said by many before me, you can't stress enough education. We have actually, and you can't commend the Fire Department of New York, and I can't commend them enough. We have basically held in so many buildings. They will come for free, and we have had informational meetings of unit owners and shareholders where the FDNY has articulated details about safety in apartments, safety in buildings, establishing protocols, great education. We've initiated inspection by building staff, whether it's handymen or superintendents, that can access apartments to ascertain if there are any visible dangerous conditions. People, too many plugs in an outlet, extension cords, over kitchens that are you're putting too much, there's too much amperage on a single outlet. That kind of inspection will get tremendous amount of assistance. Upgrading, we find that many fires may be electrical based. Improving the electrical system in the building and looking to improve panels. Those are some recommendations I have that I think can be done without the kind of economic stress that this bill would put on both the dollars and possibly the vacating of individuals from apartments.
Thank you for your testimony, Mr. Davidowitz.
Thank you, sir.